Hello everyone, this is Ashlata Jagdish. I welcome you all to class 3rd social science subject. Okay children, this is your 3rd chapter. First chapter was the planet we live in and the second chapter was my country India. I hope it's clear. Now let's see about the 3rd chapter, that is people around us. So your 3rd chapter is people around us. In this lesson you will learn about special people, senior citizens and sick people. So we call first special people, then senior citizens and about the sick people. You know children who are special people? Yes, some people who cannot see, who cannot hear or who cannot speak. Okay, we call them visually challenged, physically challenged or mentally challenged. Such people are called as special people. Now let's see in detail about the special people children. So Anuj is the name of a boy. He was walking with his mother on the roadside. Then he will see a person was walking with a stick in his hand. So he will see that person. He was walking with the help of a stick and he was unable to see. What do we call the people who cannot see? We call them as blind, isn't it? So the person was blind and he was holding a stick and walking on the road. So his mother will say that he is a blind person. He is called as visually challenged people. We call them as visually challenged people, the one who cannot see. Okay children, but you know, compared to ours, their other all the senses will be very strong. Okay, only thing is their eyesight will be less, but other all they can hear and they can speak. Okay, other sense organs will be very sharp compared to others. Okay, so his mother will explain him that visually challenged people cannot see. However, their other senses are sharp. For example, they can hear very well, and though they have special schools, you know, they are having special schools for visually challenged, means blind people are having special schools. For example, so they'll go to regular school as you go to school. Okay, for visually challenged people there are schools and they have got special script. See how you will write on the board or on the notebook, no? Like that they'll also read and write, but they are having some special script. What it is called? They study from a special script called Braille. What is this Braille, you know? Braille, this is the script which people who cannot see will use this. This has raised dots made on thick paper. We use little thin paper, isn't it? But on thick paper they will have a raised dots. By running the fingers on the raised dots, one can read the script. It will have dots, and if the person who cannot see, if they run their finger on the dot, they can read that. Means how you will read A, B, C, D. Like that they got the script of dots. And if the person who is unable to see, if he runs his finger on that, he will be able to read. That is called as Braille script children. This is for visually challenged people. Okay. So like this their senses will be very good and they will be able to hear and speak very well. So this Braille script was introduced by a French man. What is his name? Louis Braille. He lost his eyesight when he was 3. Has introduced this Braille script. So it is named after him as Louis Braille was his name. So it's named as Braille script. Okay. But nowadays you find these people can also work on computers. Visually challenged people can work on computers too. They use special talking software and keyboards. They are having little bit special. Why? Instead of typing, they will speak on that software, and they have got special keyboard for that. They can work on that for visually challenged people. Some people cannot hear either by birth or due to some injury. During their birth only they will be unable to hear. If they cannot hear, then they won't be able to speak, isn't it? So when it is by birth, they cannot speak also. So how do they communicate? They communicate through the sign language. See, when you talk to a small child, you will make sign language, isn't it? If you call him like this, that child comes. So this is called as sign language. You are saying come, go, isn't it? Like this, these sign languages, people who cannot hear will use this. This is called as sign language. You might have saw this news also. In news also they will make finger movement and make the sign. Okay. Using this sign language, the person who cannot hear or one who cannot speak will communicate with others. Okay. There are other people who are physically or mentally challenged. They lead normal life with the support of their family and friends. Physically challenged means the one who doesn't have hands or legs. Okay. They are called as physically challenged. Mentally challenged means they cannot understand what you are saying. Okay. So they are different people. Means they are called as physically challenged or mentally challenged people. So they will also lead a normal life with the help of with the support of the family or friends. Okay. So how can we help them? We can help visually challenged people to cross the road, select things, or by explaining them to about that thing, etc. See, visually challenged people, when you find on the road, you can help him to cross the road, or if they are selecting something wrong, you can tell them this thing is like this, and you can explain them and help them to select the correct thing. Okay. Then we can read out lessons or stories to them. If the person is living with you, you can read out lessons or stories to them. Then we can also learn sign language and communicate with the people who cannot talk or hear. It's not that hard that you cannot learn this sign language. Almost in your childhood, you might be knowing some of the sign language like come, go, normal, isn't it? If they make faces, and nowadays you are having smiley and all these things on the mobile also. You see how to make the face if the person is crying and all, isn't it? That's called as sign language, children. We can also learn and communicate with such people and make them happy. Okay. We should always talk slowly to people who cannot hear. We should always face them while we are talking so that they can read our lips. See, when you are talking with the people who cannot hear, you need to face them. So if you talk slowly, they'll read your lips what you are talking, and they will understand. It will be easy for them to communicate with you. Okay, children. We should never shout near people who wear hearing aids. See, hearing aids are they'll wear it in ears, isn't it? They are the machines. They are using the machines in their ears. So if you shout, it may cause harm to them. So you need to talk to them very slowly. You should not shout. we should be good to physically or mentally challenged people. See, they are unable to do some things, isn't it? They don't know how to do, or they won't be able to do it. So you should be good to them. You need to help them in doing the things. Then we can donate some part of our pocket money to organizations who look after such people. See, blind schools are there, or some schools are there. You can help them. If you are having more money in your pocket money, you can donate them some of the money to such organization which will help them. Okay. Then like Louis Braille, there are many special people who are famous for their work. As I said, their other sense are very good. So like that only so many people were there, are there till today also, and they are in progress. As I said, like Louis Braille, there are people who are very famous for their work. You see, Helen Keller. Helen Keller, she is a famous American speaker and writer. She was deaf and blind. Then also she tried in her life and she succeeded. Helen Keller. She was a writer and a speaker. I said she is deaf and blind. She was blind. Then also she wrote so many books and she was also a good speaker. Then Stephen Hawking, the famous British scientist. He cannot move his body or speak. The person, Stephen Hawking, he is a scientist. He was not able to move his body like ours. Normally we go somewhere, we speak, isn't it? But he was not normal like us. Then also he was a great scientist. He uses a machine synthesizer. He used one machine on his table, and that used to make the things clear for others. Means used such a machine that it used to tell others what he is thinking or what is his work, like that. So he used this machine to speak. Okay. Then Sudha Chandran, the famous Indian dancer and actress. She does not have one leg and she uses artificial instead of that leg. She is a dancer and actress. You know her. You might have seen in some of the Bharatanatyam dance. It's very difficult, but she does it with only one leg. One is artificial leg. Okay, children. This is all about the special people. Now let's see it in the next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.